What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing? I gotta do an update video, which is a little exciting. I gotta update this NYU Black History Month, Black History Month meal fiasco. Um, it even had a hashtag NYU soul food or something like that. Now, if you remember the original, I made a video on this. It catches heat for racially insensitive Black History Month meal. They had collard greens, ribs, peas, cornbread. All that stuff. And they're mad. They seen some watermelon water and some. They said Kool, quote unquote. Now, first two people got fired. Then the rumor started that two black men got fired. And people went and ran with it. I don't think I mentioned it in the video because I think that was afterwards. Because I don't think anybody got fired until after I had done my video. So I didn't even make a mention of that in the video, I believe. But people were running with that. But then it turns out, I guess two black men did not get fired. Well, let me read it. Because they put out a statement. And one of these long ass governing bodies, the Governance Council of Minority and Marginalized Students. Why would you call yourself marginalized? I'm a marginalized student. What do you mean? That's already putting yourself in a hole. Why would you disrespect yourself? Anyway, they're dismayed and disgusted by the misinformation being spread surrounding the Black History Month meal here at NYU. We will not stand idly while black women in student organizations are both demonized and harassed. Here are a few points of clarification that we, as students that have organized a meeting with the university chief diversity officer, think are pertinent. Claim NYU black students got black workers fired. This is incorrect. After an incident at Loyola with grape Kool-Aid being displayed for Black History Month, Aramac instructed all their sites to not make any changes to the scheduled meals without consulting with the company first. I guess at a different college, somebody put out some great Kool-Aid. So this is Aramac put a rule out: don't change. Now I wouldn't say. I'll get to that later. The general manager and head cook at Downstein, both of whom are white men, proceeded with the following. While following that protocol and terminated by Amarak. NYU and its students were not consulted in this process, and as all of our dining hall staff are contracted Amarak employees, had no say in the decision. Though the supervisor attempted to place blame on the black cooks by saying that the cooks created the menu, in the statement we explicitly state it is unacceptable that the blame be hold up, man. Hold right up, man. Though these supervisors attempted to place the blame on black cooks, saying the cooks created the menu, in the statement we explicitly state it is unacceptable that the blame be placed upon these employees who are supportive of and loved by the NYU students in color. And these employees should not be punished for lack of oversight by their supervisor. Now, to me, it doesn't matter if the people were fired, white, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Asian, Korean. That doesn't matter. The fact that they were fired and because of y'all being uptight over seeing some watermelon water in some red flavored drink you call Kool-Aid, Flavor Aid, whatever you call it, is ridiculous. It doesn't matter if they're black. It doesn't matter what color they are. The fact that y'all took offense to some watermelon water, which is supposed to be super healthy for you. You know what I mean? I've seen one girl on Twitter said, "I drank me some watermelon water. When I go to the high-end spas, that's all they serve." So you can get served that at high-end spas, but you can't get that served at NYU. Claim NYU black students are ashamed to eat soul food, or classes are afraid of what white students think. This is blatantly absurd. No, it's the truth. The issue with the menu is not soul food or classism or any of these other claims. Of course, it's not, because you're not going to admit it. The issue is that we attend an institution that constantly ignores the voices of black students and works based upon preconceived stereotypes. You just told on yourself right there. Preconceived stereotypes. Everybody knows what's considered quote unquote soul food, quote unquote black food. Everybody knows what that is in America. And it's definitely not sushi. It's definitely not hummus. You know what I'm saying? Let's be for real here. This is your first sentence. No, wait, your second sentence. The issue with the menu is not soul food or classes or any of these other claims. Then on your third sentence, you actually put it back to the classism with the preconceived stereotypes. Black students were not consulted when this menu was made. Do you have to like, oh, hey man, we want to serve you some soul? What do you think they would have said? They would have said collard greens, rib chicken, and fried chicken. That's what they would have said. They would have said hummus. We understand the importance of soul food, as many of us are born and raised in Southern homes. However, we take an issue when these decisions are made by white managers from a company that profits off of private prison. Then don't eat there. Don't eat there. You still gonna take your black asses to eat at the dining hall funded by Aramac. So what's the difference if it's soul food or ham and cheese? The fact still remains they profit off of private prisons. Don't take your black hands to jail in a private prison. That's the bigger thing. We felt that because of this, that the menu was not constructed from an understanding and appreciation of black culture. Even though the manager just told y'all, 2 black chefs created the menu. What, their blackness doesn't count because they're not students there? They might even be students there. They might be just moonlighting. This is unbelievable. So what is the issue? The issue is that the black students were ignored and lied to. When Nia and Kayla spoke up for the concerns of students after seeing the watermelon water and Kool-Aid as black women, often as ones that put themselves on the line. Here we go again. Put themselves on for line for their community. They were lied to about who the meal came from and what could be done about it. This is unacceptable. When a story hits the news outlets manipulated the words of students in order to create the speculation that black cooks were fired. This is unacceptable. This is more unacceptable is the way people jump to attack black women and black students without asking a simple question. Tell us what happened. You don't want to know what happened? I found one of the Kayla. Here's Kayla. Kayla did a speech. So hold on. Let's listen to what Kayla has to say. I'm not going to rag on her for her fingerprinted up glasses. I'm not going to rag on her for her. She need to go see a barber. Her lineup is raggedy. She got no lineup. Look, I don't want to rag on her about that. I'm not going to rag on it on the stereotypical nose ring. But let's see what she has to say.
So Tuesday they were serving a Black History Month meal. There were greens, there were yams, there was cornbread, ribs, and right next to it were the drinks, which is what alarmed me, which was starting this issue. There was watermelon infused water and red Kool-Aid. To my knowledge, or I guess common sense, people know what and why red Kool-Aid and watermelon is very controversial. However, I guess
I still don't get it. You know, I grew up. I never had watermelon. I mean Kool-Aid. I never liked watermelon. My mother ate it. I've seen some older videos of I guess the early the 30s, the 20s or whatever. And they had those shines. They eat the watermelon rind like. It was tearing that watermelon up. You know what I mean? But I don't take it as it's stereotypical or whatever. There's plenty of people that don't eat it. Like I never even thought to drink some watermelon infused water, but it's the rage now to drink fruit infused water. So what's the difference between put some watermelon in it? You could go to I do like. Watermelon Jolly Ranchers are pretty good, and the watermelon iced teas are pretty decent. You know, the 99-cent iced teas you can get in the can in the corner stores. Those are banging. But other than that, I didn't mess with it. So I don't see what the problem with that is. You know, you're gonna draw the line at that. I mean, why would you draw the line at that if you're not gonna draw the line at the collard greens, the fried chicken, and everything else, mac and cheese, and everything else? You got to be joking, Kayla.
The staff did not know, and when addressed, they spoke to us in very rude, very dismissive, very insistent ways, and they tried to mitigate it and invalidate our feelings. So we took it a step further. We spoke out. We reached out to deans. We reached out to other members of the staff, and essentially the entire student body, as far as we were concerned, and tried to let them know what was going on. Now, NYU was compliant, and they were swift in removing the individuals who were involved and telling us they would get us or the workers the necessary training so that they're adept in the situations. Andrew Johnson, actually, who's the president, has already issued a statement to the world, but not to the student body. And that's where the problem lies. And while I'm glad they're trying to rectify the situation, a lot of the student body don't even know what's going on.
She's worried about the student body not knowing what's going on. In other words, she's worried about white folks not to know. None of the white students know. This is I tell y'all time and time again about the African American, the Akata, the Shine, the AKA the Black American. You know, a lot of their feelings, our feelings, is wrapped up in what white folks think about us. You know, and it's that's something I tried to remove from my psyche a while ago, or maybe I was just born that way. I really never care about what other people think, but you know, in Black Americans, it's always, oh man, white people this, white people that. Like, I'm tired of y'all crying about white folks, man.
Black students at NYU represent a small 5 or 6%, about 300 students of the 6,000, which means 5,700 students don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on, and that the news companies have more information than we've been provided. My guess is that NYU is going to try to sweep this
hold. So the news company, so that all 6,000 of y'all, that y'all can't read the news. Y'all don't have internet. You know what I'm saying? They gotta sit there and tell every last student. Like, come the hell on, man. They want, you know what they want? They want an official blast from the NYU, the faculty, to tell each and every NYU student. A blast email, whatever, a newsletter, whatever. This is
fuck. Amazing that we actually know what's going on, but the other students don't. My roommate, who's white, knew nothing of it until she heard me speak on it, and that's my problem. So
what I just said. What did I just say? My roommate who didn't know anything about it. Hold on, let me just backtrack it. I don't want to mess her words up. Her roommate, who was white, knew nothing of it, and that's the problem. Why? The white students had nothing to do with whoever put what on certain menu. They didn't have anything to do with it. It's not even for them, so why would they even care? Kayla, you bougie, you paper. I like to call them the paper on the wall Negroes, man. You know, this one thing about Black Americans is, you know, once they get that paper on the wall, and I think they, you know, when I mean refer to the paper on the wall, I mean college degrees, you know, masters, doctorates, whatever. You know, I think they become classist, like just like in this that warning. It's a classist, and that's what it is. But they're only classist when, you know, social gatherings and stuff like that. Any other time, they'll try to placate to the lower class blacks, and so like, hey, and they keep going, oh, it's white supremacy. And you didn't suffer from any of that, but you're saying these poor blacks did, and that's when you want to speak up for them. You want to speak in their name. Man, you all shut the hell up, man. Get these shines out my face, man. I don't want to hear nothing about them. I'm gonna keep. Black Twitter should keep their foot on their neck and keep slandering y'all, because y'all deserve to be slandered with your dirty glasses. Yo, this is Uncle Hood Tip. I'm out.